Alright, let's take a look at the overall market condition. SPX right now, super low. Well, it gapped down, not super low, but it gapped down, as well as the DJX, or the Dow Jones Industrial Index. This one has gapped down as well. So set your expectations accordingly. Like, things aren't going to pop up 20%, just, like, unless you're targeting some day trade stocks, but that's not what I'm doing here. Pretty shitty day for AMD still. I do want to bring up stock twits for AMD. Let me see AMD. Okay, so AMD's still really bullish right now. 93% bullish, roughly 6% on a on a bearish sentiment. And I would agree that this is a bullish kind of situation here. Had a pretty awful down here. If you remember, during extended hours, I was kind of freaking out a little bit because it was just dropping like a stone. We had a pretty good retracement back on this day yesterday. Today, not as good. It ended up dropping and it retraced back to near the low of the previous day. Started climbing back up. Now we're getting a classic stair-step condition here. So if I were to do this like that, something like that. So we got a trend line that I would put like roughly like that, let's say. So we got this consolidation period that kind of looks like this. What I'm waiting on is for a break of the high right here. So what would end up happening is you get stair steps. So you get something like that, and then it would continue to do that over and over and over. Hopefully that pattern will continue throughout the day as the investors digest what's going on, or as the S&P 500 comes back to an up level, if not, oh god, this thing sucks. This could easily come back up, but with it being so far from the 50 EMA, like I stated the other day, it could easily fall back down. So, we got an alert on BBRY again. Is this triggered on the way up? So I'm just going to go over all my triggered stocks here. Oh, no, it triggered on the way down. Good. Okay, so let me pull up my triggered stocks. Let's see. Market watch. So these are all my alerts. I wrote it down elsewhere just so it looks a little cleaner, but where's charts? Okay, so let's look over CLF, BBRY as well. BBRY, as you know, I'm waiting for it to retrace and give me a confirmation candle to ride all the way back up. It could find support down here, so don't just buy because it's following the channel here. I'm honestly kind of hoping it falls back down to below $7 so that our profit margins are around 6.57%. CLF, I did get an alert on this one earlier this morning. It's looking pretty good. If we can get a doji developed here, we'll be in a pretty good position to head back up for a 21% return. So CLF, keep in mind this one is one of the more favorable ones. It could easily break below the gap down here, so be wary of that condition occurring, especially with the SPX looking like it's going to turn over. Let's see, what's up? Okay, HK is another alert that I got. So HK, we got a nice development of the doji candle here. So if you were to purchase today, which I don't recommend you doing, I would wait a little bit because this could continue to go down a little bit and meet this resistance line. So you could potentially, if you waited and it, you could potentially get 18%, or if you wanted to buy in right now, you could, try for 11%. But as for me, I would wait just a little bit. I do have an alert set on the way up. It kind of looks like it wants to fight it. So we'll just have to wait and see what that one does. MVIS, another one that I got alerted on. We got another development of the doji candle here on the lateral resistance right here. So it's testing the support line of the previous high of this stair step right here. So we'll have to wait and see if it does manage to break above the HK. Okay, yeah, okay, so like I said, HK had an alert right near the doji, so I'm not surprised it triggered it. So we have this hammerhead right here, which is In combination with this doji candle, it could show an uptrend anytime, today or even tomorrow. Or what's today? Is today Friday? Okay, so on Monday. So Monday you could make an attempt for the 12% depending on how this candle develops. If this candle breaks above the $1.76, let's just say the $1.70, if it manages to break the whole 10 cent, the 70 cent, the $1.70, then and hold above that position, I'd be willing to say that we can ride this back up to at least $1.90. So this is another one of those interesting ones. GSAT had a pretty good earnings. Even though I said I don't play earnings, it can go up or down, so who knows. I'm glad I didn't trade it. Even if you're looking at a 9% return, I'm okay with it, so who cares? Because it could have just as easily gone back down. I don't know why I have these lines here, but so resistance is going to be about right here. So if it can manage to break above that, then you can ride it all the way up to the overall resistance trend here, because just the top of the history to the history right here. If you just make your channel line, as far as like if you do like a weekly basis, then you can see it a little bit better, but I'm not going to do that right now. So if this breaks above that, then we can ride it here, or you can make an attempt here. Given the fact that this line is crossing here, I wouldn't be surprised if it does consolidate a little bit right here, and then we make another attempt for this, because you got to remember that we have this trend going on. So I'd be curious to see how GSAT develops. I think I already brought up BBRY. Yeah, I did. What else? Did I bring up AMD? Yes, I did. Okay, that's all of them. So it was AMD, CLF, HK, MVIS, GSAT, and BBRY. Those are the ones that were triggered. Now I just received a trigger on HK, so let's take a look at that. So still doji development, and I wanted to break the high of day. So let's give it an alert for the high of day. So anything at or above the high of day would mean a true reversal. So, this isn't a bad stock to invest in. You're looking at like almost 11.5%. So this could be pretty good. Yeah, actually this trend line is now irrelevant at this point. Yeah, I would be more concerned with this. Let's put that here. Okay, so yeah, HK is looking pretty good. And yeah, that's it. So AMD, CLF, HK, MVIS, GSAT, and BBRY are the ones that are on my main radar right now. Alright, good luck.